continues in the National Football League. You get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs ready to begin their Super Bowl defense. The Lions hoping to spoil the party. Boy, what a sight here at Arrowhead as the season is underway. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Get it!
On first down, Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, for Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Heck, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back, let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often, is really ingrained in a positive way in Kansas City. Not only do they believe, but they've got a heck of a roster, too.
Easy. 15. Hey, 43, 15. 43. Yellow. Attack.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. He's across midfield, and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Sunday. 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Lions' 39-yard line.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
operating from the red zone now. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Mahomes going to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
By the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 43, 15, 15, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big time.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Hooker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And avoids the contact by sliding. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Toss right side to Pacheco. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Khalif Raymond now. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here goes 15. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. March hard.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
15. Fight down these two. Fight down these two.
More the motion man right. Mahomes now to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Attack, attack. Yellow. Yellow. Attack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Score now. Value three.
Throwing again is Goff. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. He's going to have the first down and then some. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Mahomes throw complete to his tight end Kelsey. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hero 15.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run here with Pacheco. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or... And oh, it's blocked! Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caught, Kelce, left side. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 30-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
A give right side for Gibbs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
And the Lions first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, you know, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victory.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On first down, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10. Goff again. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Chris Jones in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously.